So fierce attacks continue in Ukraine. The president there posting this video on Twitter overnight saying it shows the destruction and devastation firsthand after a Russian missile hit a medical facility in the eastern part of the country, killing 2 people and injuring dozens of others. The president telling his followers terrorists once again confirm their status of fighters against everything humane and honest. Well, as you know, the U.S. has no doubt tried to help Zelensky in his mission to preserve everything humane and honest. And that also includes organizations like TAPS, an American-based organization that's created quite a community to care for and love those who need it most. And now they're doing it in Ukraine. They are fearless women on the front lines of a grieving nation. Yulia Dimitrova has buried hundreds of her countrymen, and Lilia Kravitz has buried her brother. This Russian war against Ukraine is personal for both of them, and it's now sparked a passion to serve, and they're doing it through TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. TAPS was actually created in 1994 after its founder, Bonnie Carroll, lost her husband when he died in an Army plane crash. Well, ever since then, TAPS has been providing 24/7 counseling and care for all those grieving the death of a military or veteran loved one. Now, more than 2 decades later, TAPS has gone global, and that includes serving Ukraine. And now women like Yulia and Lilia and the TAPS family are helping Ukrainian widows see the light.
On April 10, my beloved, her son, Pavlo Ivashkevich, died. When there is a loss, in my opinion, this loss must be experienced together. When it is experienced in a group, it's easier to overcome grief and loss. This hellish pain somehow dissipates, and every day it becomes a little easier to live.
Now from Ukraine to our nation's capital, Bonnie, Yulia, Lilia, along with a group of Ukrainian widows, are here in D.C. having conversations with lawmakers, hoping to convince them to keep sending aid to Ukraine as they continue to honor Ukraine's fallen and comforting the thousands of women and children left behind. Yulia, Lilia, and Bonnie join me now. It's great to have all 3 of you.
Thank you very much.
And I appreciate you translating for us. And so, if you don't mind, Lilia, when you lost your brother, Anton, how did that impact you and your family?
Коли ви втратили брата, як це відбувалося і що ви відчували?
Мій брат Антон з 2014 року добровольцем, як тільки почалася російська агресія на Україну, пішов добровольцем воювати за свою країну. Загинув в 2014 році, 26 серпня. Для нашої сім'ї, в нього залишилася донька і син. Для нашої сім'ї це дуже велика втрата, і ми дуже тяжко переживали її.
So Anton went in a volunteer battalion in 2014 and died in September 26, 2014. And of course it's very hurt the family because 2 children and wife and the big family lost the loved one, and they didn't know what to do because in Ukraine there is no any help for these families.
And then TAPS was created. So tell me how TAPS helped you grieve your brother's loss and helped his daughters and helped you and the rest of the family.
Розкажи, як ТАПС допоміг тобі пережити це горе і взагалі, що ТАПС для тебе?
ТАПС – це організація, яка допомагає сім'ям загиблих. І я знайшла однодумців в цій організації, і горе розділене на всіх дуже зникає, і життя продовжується.
So in TAPS, Lilia find the same people like she, who lost their loved ones in the fields. And it helps her not to grieve all the time, but remember loved one and live together and do everything together with the same people. And it's for today it's a normal life for her.
Yeah, it is a normal life for far too many Ukrainian families. And Bonnie, you've been to Ukraine. You've been to those funerals with Yulia. You have seen her comfort so many of her countrymen and the families and children. How's that impacted you? What have you seen, which you started so many years ago, impact these women like Lilia and Yulia and the others in their country?
Kira, the U.S. State Department came to us right after the 2014 war and asked TAPS to mentor the creation of an organization in Ukraine that would care for all those grieving the death of their loved ones. So for 7 years now, we have been shoulder to shoulder with these courageous Ukrainian women who were putting their lives back together, finding a new normal, but never forgetting the sacrifices made by their loved ones. Today, TAPS Ukraine is a major national organization in Ukraine, one of the largest and most respected, because it honors the sacrifices being made right now. I'm so inspired by these women. There are now thousands of volunteers across the country. We have 76 psychologists within TAPS Ukraine who work 24/7 to provide stability, not only to those grieving, but to the families and the children who are living every day under missile attack.
And we know that you were up on the Hill telling lawmakers why you need that aid to continue to Ukraine. We know what you told them. We'll wait and see what happens, right? Right now, the U.S. is committed. But I'm curious. I know you've talked with Lilia about this. Your message to Vladimir Putin.
You killed thousands of civilians people. You killed children. You destroyed a lot of cities in Ukraine. You must sit down for all your actions, and we want that you leave us alone and withdraw all your troops from Ukraine, including Crimea.
Appreciate your time and grateful that you were here. Grateful you've been up on the Hill, and it's really quite remarkable what TAPS is doing.
Thank you.
The T-shirt, TAPS in Ukrainian, I can see right there.
Thanks a lot.
Symbol
Thanks
of
for
your
your
peace.
support.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Lilia. Thank you. And Bonnie, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.